Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a Legal Eagle build in progress, video 2, and it's been a while, but I've been working a little bit, and actually progress has been kind of slow, not way different than last time, although I've made quite a bit of progress actually. So let me show you what I got. Last time I had some rudder pedals that weren't attached to anything, and now we have rudder pedals here that you see if I operate them going back and forth here with my rudder pedals. In the background we can see, look at that, the rudder moving back and forth. Isn't that sweet? I love it. I love that. So we now have something that's operational here on this airplane. Not only that, but I've spent quite a bit of time on the control stick mechanism, which you can see right there. Actually quite a bit of time. That's about 20 hours worth of work right there, getting this thing all together and figured out. And here's another shot of the rudder pedals. They're right there, all hooked up, and I got them spring loaded so they keep the cables snug. And cables for the rudders, I ran like this. I ran them on the inside. I wanted to keep them as much on the inside as I can. So from the rudder pedals, they come down to little pulleys right here that are actually bolts welded right to the frame with little 2-inch nylon pulleys. And then those rudder cables go back. They're on the outside. The ones on the inside are the elevator pulleys. But those rudder pulleys go back here to another pulley in the back, and I'll show you that in a second. That's kind of a cool little deal there. But anyway, here's the rest of my stick mechanism down here. That's for operating the elevator and for the ailerons. So if we move the stick here, we can let's see. We'll see this. This is what we got here. And in the back, we do have elevator movement. So we have something that's starting to look like something here, control-wise anyway. And then when you go back and forth with the stick, you get a little lever moving back here, which actually this deviates from the plan a bit. My ailerons are going to be they're going to be actuated by push and pull tubes, or a push-pull tube attached to the end of that bracket there. So yeah, and last time we were shooting videos, we had just aluminum tubing back here, and now as you can see we are covered, and we have the wire bracing all complete on the back there. That's a bit of a project all in itself. I mean, all of it is really. The covering came out pretty nice. It's tight like a drum. You can hear it. Sounds good. And cable bracing is kind of the same way. And that keeps the whole tail kind of rigid. You know, you move it around, and the whole back end of the plane moves, so it's pretty rigid. But anyway, let's take a look at this little device down here. This is a cutie. I like this one too. This was my attempt to keep these rudder cables on the inside of the fuselage. As I said, they came, you know, from the pulleys up there, and then they run along right here, and then they come to the middle where they actually crisscross. And see, this is what we got here. They actually crisscross and go around these two pulleys, and this here is a 1/4-inch bolt that's welded to the frame here. And then with some spacers and these two little nylon pulleys, so that they can stay right on the inside of where and the fuselage is very tight right here. but it keeps them on the inside and then takes them right back to where they belong. You know, back there at the rudder assembly. So that's what we've got here. What else can I show you? Well, let's see. Well, our cables are attached there by some bolts, and these cables were all measured very carefully with the fittings in place, and then they're adjusted by washers. You can see here's a little stack of washers that can either be added or removed to make those cables tighter or looser. And that's a little bit of a project, getting all that to stack up right. So anyway, that's where we're at here. You know, not way different looking than before, but actually a pretty good piece of work has gone into it, and I'm way behind on my time schedule as I thought I would be. That's the way projects are. Hey, in the background you can see part of the project there. That's a couple of wings back there that are not covered. And anybody knows anything about the Legal Eagle, you know that the wings for the Legal Eagle are not metal wings. These here are wings out of a Kolb, and I was able to get these cheap. Some guy ran his Kolb into a hedgerow and decided to part the thing out instead of fix it up. So I ended up with a cheap set of wings that needed to be recovered. They're metal wings, which I like. They're a slightly different design. Actually, they're a fairly different design. They're supported by a single lift strut, which attaches right on the main spar, and the airfoil is slightly different too. I'll show you that. I don't know if anybody's interested in this stuff, but this is what I got to figure out here now, and I'll definitely be getting some help on this, because this is a little beyond me. But you can see there's the lighter colored one is the original airfoil. It's kind of fatter and rounder. That was a wooden design, and this one here is the airfoil that I'm going to try to use. Those wings right there. So you know, smaller, you know, tube in the front down low, and then flat bottom, and tube in the back, including the aileron, which kind of makes it long and thin in the back. So I got to do a little comparison on the two airfoils and see, you know, what kind of adjustments I would need to in order to use them. But anyway, not to get boring, I guess I better cut this off. You've all seen enough of this stuff, and not way different than before, but getting closer, starting to get a little more exciting, some moving parts, and I'm talking about flying this summer, but I actually I kind of wonder if that's really going to happen. Who knows? You notice I don't have the block hanging on the front anymore. The engine block is not on the front. I took that off. There's a good possibility I might go with a global, a Mosler 2-cylinder engine. Something I could buy for almost the same amount as the parts I'd have to put into the half a Volkswagen. So I might go that way too. All right, enough of this. Thanks for watching. Hope you are enjoying your project or your flying, whatever you like to do. Y'all have a great day.